Hello, welcome to my channel, welcome back. I am Would You Clay with me, a clay artist based in Singapore. In this video, I sort of show you all of the clay items that I made in a month for a booth that is happening in June from 6 to 8 June called Mercury Fest. However, I'll only be there on 7 and 8, which is the weekend. In this video, it is not so much of a vlog, but just me showing you what I made and I guess a little bit of behind the scenes towards the end. So yep, enjoy. Today is 27 April, Sunday, and I started making my clay stuff on 7th April, which was a Monday. It's a rough timeline, honestly, because right now I'm on break from school, but just a week ago I was still balancing my school assignments and doing clay. So this is the current situation. I'm still in the midst of making a lot of things, but I shifted all my to the side. I'm gonna show you guys everything that I've made since then, and it's in this box. Initially I wanted to film a process vlog, but yeah, I just got really stressed and I couldn't really film while I was making stuff. So I'm gonna start off with my Woosies, which is my original characters. So these are the grass babies, and they all have butts at the back. This is made with air dry clay and coated with resin, and their hearts have glitter on them. So actually I made 4. One of it was from a previous time where I made it. But yeah, in this bag, I made them wear goldfish hats. The theme is very heavy on sea creatures and sea life for this market. So yeah, and I wrapped it in this plastic baggie to sort of make them look like the actual goldfishes. And these plastic bags are all reused plastics that I collected over the years. So yeah, I'm trying my best not to, accumulate so much plastic waste. Next, I forgot, this isn't in the box that I showed just now, but I made goldfish blind bags and I have 10 of them, and they're all packed up already in the bag. So I will insert some clips of the keychains in a while, but yeah, so there's 5 different designs to choose from, and I sort of like named them. So I did film process videos on making these goldfish and packing them in the blind bags, because the initial idea was a vlog, but that's why I have all this footage. But I just stopped vlogging because I got a little stressed. Okay, moving back to the box, I made 2 calcifer trays from House Moving Castle, and these have always done really well at my booths. So I don't know how many times I've made this. At this point it's kind of like muscle memory, but yeah, people really love these every time I bring them, and hopefully people still love them. I don't know, I am kind of sick and tired of making these, but just sometimes you have to give what people want. So yeah, I made these 2, and I have a different version which is still in the works. I have these 2 frog trays, and these are designs that I've made before. So there's one with the tongue sticking out and one with the mouth closed, and I kind of wanted to make it look like there are raindrops on the little leaf. So I just added drops of resin on it. Next is this tray. It's a cat sitting on a log fishing with a bunch of other fish that he has caught. And yeah, I sort of just dangled a fish charm on his fishing stick. I really like making calico cats. I think they're just super cute and fun to make. Back to the topic on sea creature and sea life, there's this first trinket tray that I made that has a jellyfish and some corals as well as a fish. And yeah, that's the back. Jellyfish is supported by a wooden stick. This is the second design. It's a more purple pink color palette for the jellyfish. And the fish. Next, I made 2 felt pouches. Initially, I didn't want to sew anything at all, but when I was doing this, I think I was sick of doing clay. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sew stuff. And they're not complete. I haven't added the carabiner, but this is how it looks like. I don't really have any solid plans when I start making felt pouches. These shapes are just abstract shapes, but I try to focus more on the seaweed and rocks. The charm is made out of polymer clay. It is a pufferfish. Second design. Moving on to these 2 bags of trinkets. This is the one and only pin that I've made so far, and it is a starfish with a butt. That's the back. I'm planning to make 2 more, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Next are my Tamagotchi fruit keychains. This is an apple. Tomato. This one is a new one. Not much difference from the apple actually, just the leaves. An orange. And a strawberry. So these axolotls were the first few ones that I started making. Too sure if I love the beading on this, but I will just leave it as that. I rarely do styles that is in a circle shape. I think I've only tried it once or twice. Pink one is my favorite. And the orange. Next, I made 3 pufferfish. I have the brown one. The orange one. I think the orange one is my favorite. And the green one. This guy looks very, very similar to one of my older sculpts that I made of a Tamagotchi. Yeah. The last 2 things that I made for the weeks are these 2 sea angel keychains. I also attempted to make these very long time ago, I think 2 years ago. So we have a pink belly and a blue one. So moving on to the next 2 weeks, I will be focusing on these dugong keychains. I think they are called mentees. I don't know. And then this is the other calcifer that I have yet to make. This octopus that I just sculpted, and I'll be making another tray. And I'll also be working on wall hangings. So see you in the next clip. Good evening. Today is 10 April. It's a Saturday, and I think I'm done making my clay stuff for the booth. Honestly, I think I'm just a bit tired from making things and I want to take a break. Also because I'll be going overseas in a week's time, and by the time I come back, I only have a few days before the actual booth, so I think it's a good time for me to, like, you know, start making things. But I have some stuff here as well as some wall hangings that I would like to show. Firstly, I completed these 2 keychains and they are holding seashells. Those were the last 2 keychains that I made, and then moving on, I will be showing the trinket trays. This is the first one. It was my first time making an octopus, and it's supposed to serve as a ring holder, so you can put your rings on the tentacles. So to make the brown textures, I just use a sponge and dab it on. And yeah, quite happy with how this piece turned out. Then I made 2 calcifer trays. This one is the different version, it's the open-mouthed one. And the bacon and eggs. This one has a quote from the movie. Moving on, I did 3 big wall hangings. Okay, they're not super big, but I would say it's a bigger scale as compared to my usual stuff that I will make. So this is how it looks like as a whole, but I'm gonna zoom in to show you the details. This is the second one, and I kind of, similar to the tray, I made the tentacles go up. So if you hang this on your wall, you can hang your necklaces and whatnot on the tentacles. This is the last one. I made the tail curve upwards so you can hang stuff on it as well. Yeah, that's all that I've made for the booth, and this is the table. It's still really messy. Everything is everywhere. This is a tray that is not for the booth. It's a custom tray that I made for a customer. I will not be counting this in the in the clay count, but yeah, so the next few steps will be to pack these up and do a rough booth layout setup thing, which I will be showing in the next clip. So after I filmed the previous clip, I flew off to Taiwan for about 9 days, and I came back and I started to do the booth setup. So what I did was set up this foldable IKEA table because it was almost the same dimensions as the one that will be provided at the booth, and I just wanted to see how my things will be laid out. So here I am just laying out all the displays that I need to put my products on, and this is my very first time in a while doing a full table. I think this is only my second or third time out of my 4 years of doing clay, doing this small business. So I was quite nervous. That's why I decided to go through the trouble of getting the full table out instead of just measuring a simple layout and putting it on the floor. So yeah, this is the full table setup. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I will be filming a vlog of the booth, hopefully, if I remember. Yeah, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe if you want, and follow my socials linked in the description box. Bye!